Oh, Jesus Christ. I think I almost like dropped my chocolate. Yeah, okay. Can we see your beautiful faces? Come on. Can't be I'm like looking at my beautiful face. Come on, you guys have beautiful faces too. Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, that's more like it. Like
I'm still in my robe.
what I'm talking about. Dude, who cares? Like, yeah, it's like every I know Nick may or may not get on the call. Normally he's here. So he just actually started doing Instacart. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, we have tons of people that do Instacart at Costco.
Yeah. So like he just started as of like yesterday, made $100. So we're like, fuck it, let's do it. You don't need a brain cell to do that. You know, like you just fucking go there and get it going. And I'm looking at some online, I'm actually talking to someone right now, or today I'll be talking to someone, seeing if I'll be more of a freelancer to them and offer my services, or if I'm actually going to get hired on as like an employee. Because I think you remember, like I lost my dental hygiene job, so I can't do that. So that's like over $3,000 gone like that, capiche, and like trying to recoup from that. So hopeful that they said, yep, I actually have some jobs that you can do. I just don't know exactly, like, because my freelancing price is way more than an hourly, but I'd be open to hourly just to like have something consistent, you know? So we'll kind of decide on that and see what's like best for both. Because of course everything's affecting everyone. So like even people that are hiring, like they have to decide like what's best for them to hire someone right now. Is it just a project up front, get some cash flow, but this person is definitely someone that I know I can see myself working for, because we've already been in communication and they love what I do, and they know that I know a lot of the stuff that they already know in terms of like web design and all this other techie stuff that I'm pretty good at. But so yeah, that's a hopeful thing. But we may be moving to Florida like in the next like week, 2 weeks. Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, dude, like it's been hot as stressful, just like trying to make the best decision for ourselves and trying to navigate through the situation, and pulling the trigger too soon or not pulling it too soon, and thinking what's best financially, but short term, long term, like, oh my God, it's like a fucking Rubik's Cube trying to figure this out, you know? Yeah. And so we'll know a little bit, almost like, I'm gonna say we're like 70%, like we're gonna go to live with some of our friends that are amazing. We've actually last year, this is like literally like deja vu to Nick and I, because last year we literally were essentially told that we needed to leave for him to get his whole residency, like green card shit, leave the country. Anyways, that's why we left our apartment. That's why we did this whole 10-month road trip last year. I don't know if you remember that. But anyways, we stayed with some friends down in Tampa for about a month. Then we actually helped them move up to Jacksonville, stayed for like another month or so. And then we jetted all the way out to United in California last year. And then that's what we just kind of continued to travel. But they actually like asked us before we would ask them, like, hey, if you guys need a place to stay, let us know. And we're like, well, actually, we might, because like our rent is, if I had my dental hygiene job, like, yeah, it'd be sweet. Like, yeah, but $1,200 every month when we don't have access to any amenities, and it's just like, I would hate going into summer and like still not having any access to the amenities, because that's literally the only reason why we moved into this apartment.
Yep.
So we're like paying $1,200. They're not going to prorate anything. And of course, I know the ban will stay-at-home thing says it's going to be lifted end of May, hopefully. I know people will get fucking batshit crazy, like, and start to like, I know they're already protesting and shit. Yep. So I know some people are getting all extra antsy. So yeah, we're trying to see like maybe this is best short term. It sucks thinking to even move out, and like we just moved in like 2 months ago. This is like,
Right.
fucking, you guys just seen our place. Like, we don't want to leave this place, but we can't even use any of that. And that like hurts me even more.
Right.
Send you this freaking amazing stuff. So yeah, I mean, obviously like income dropped, expenses still sky high. Yeah, people are telling us, don't worry about the bills yet, just defer them. But I'm like, I only know that that's like an avalanche of finances waiting to like erupt and like come back and drown us. You know, so we're like, fuck, I think we need to look at something. And no, it sounds extremely inconvenient to move out again and put everything in storage and then drive all the way down to fucking Jacksonville. But it almost sounds like we did the math and we would save like so much more money and get ahead of everything, and be able to recoup from this massive hit. Because even with just these last 2 months, I've lost over $7,000 in wages, and I don't qualify for unemployment. I know there's like some self-employment thing that I have to still look into, because I think they just came out with this, like, if you're self-employed, you can somehow get unemployment. But even then, if you make money in your business, they deduct that from that. So what will I think they're gonna give like max $300, and any money that you make that week they're gonna deduct. So like, I might end up fucking making nothing or like getting anything. So
Well, I'm in a similar position where I'm now working at Costco. Yeah, I'm only working 24, 25 hours a week. And my mom's like, hey, still apply for unemployment. Well, I'm still making money. And the very little they make anyways, like you said, they're probably deducting that. And so I'm probably walking away with very minimal, if anything, in general. That's why I haven't really even bothered. And at least they're keeping her on the payroll. She just got offered a new job yesterday, so that's going to be nice for her to go to when this is all done. But when it's done is the question, and it's like,
right. That's the thing that I hate waiting. I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I can't make a decision because we're just fucking waiting. And then I feel like once we do move out, like the band's lifted. And then I'm like, damn it. What's up, Kevin? Welcome to the call.
Well,
yeah.
And we deferred some of our loans for 3 months till starting June. And so at least we have a good chunks of money we're not spending right now on that. However, I mean, and it's only going to gain a little interest at the tail end, which is something we were willing to do. But other than that, we still have our other bills. We still have our other credit cards. We still have everything else to do.
Right. Wow. So. Bad. I know. Yeah, man, it's a lot of decisions. So that's what we're in. Our rent is due, of course, May 1st. So we just talked to the dude, and that's like above our property manager. He actually takes care of like all of the properties or something. So he's actually out in Minnesota, and he actually seemed very, very, very flexible and not wanting to like push us out by any means. Like our property manager originally kind of was like being like nicely trying to evict us, like, hey, if you guys want, you can move, you can leave. And we're like, well, where the fuck are we gonna go? Like, what do you think is that easy? Like, we don't have anybody to go to, and if like you're gonna probably take our entire deposit, and there goes our money to go into another apartment. Like, it's not just that easy. Like, and plus, if there's a ban or like staying home where you can't like bring in extra people. Like normally we'd have a million friends that would house us, but like right now, does anybody want to take anyone new? Doesn't mean that they're bad friends. I mean, we've had a bajillion friends that have like been like, yeah, stay with us for a month. Right now, it's a little different. Some of them have like babies. Like, I don't want to go across country, travel, pick up something, who knows what, and they get sick or something, you know, like
exactly.
I'm worried about bringing something in. So many things. So, yeah, we're at least, Nick says he's not worried. He's like, I'm not worried about the move. We'll do this super easy. I'm like, oh God, well then you're going to be moving all these effing boxes. Because that's the only thing that I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. When I moved to Milwaukee the first time, every single year I moved to a different apartment for a different reason. And then it was until we got to this one 3 years ago is when we finally stayed in one place because of job situations. And now we're looking down that Greenfield area. And it's like, now we're going to have to start the whole process over again.
Yeah. Dude, this will be our fourth move in about 6 months. Because you guys came to our other place right before we moved to this. And then before there, we moved like 2 other times.
Wow.
So like, I know we can do it, and I know we're able to do it, but I just don't want to do it. Like, especially right now, we have a lot of momentum going with like our businesses. I'm a lot clearer in my own like coaching business. Nick's going on his. And I know my boss is not like, she's like trying to keep me any way possible. I'm like, I know you want to keep me, but unless you're going to pay my bills, like, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like our friends are giving us $600 rent. Like, that's half the shit that we're paying right now with no responsibility to think of the MG&E bill or any other Wi-Fi bullshit. And no contract. So we're like, might have to pull the trigger. I think we're pretty close to it. This week has been like, oh my gosh, like a Rubik's Cube. And of course, we got a lot of like opinions. It's like halfies. People are like, yeah, do it. Don't do it. But we're like, oh, we just got to figure out what's best for us and like cut out the noise.
Yeah. No, we've been in the same situation where my wife, Kara's been wanting to go south, warmer weather. Yeah. And it's always the timing of pulling the trigger because it's always money, it's always job, it's always finances and everything. So, and then this threw a whole wrench into things too. So we're kind of in flux with that. What's going to happen there? Yeah. I think the best we're going to do, and I think what we've seen is our life pretty much happens like in cycles of 90 days, like World Ventures, 90 days. Yep. We'll be in a place for literally close to 90 days. Like literally everything changes after 90 days in our life. Like it's been like that, like almost since Nick and I were together. Everything has changed in 90 days. I went away for 3 months to travel and backpack Europe for 90 days. Like literally everything 90 days. So we're like, okay, we're at that 90-day mark. The universe is probably trying to tell us, you gotta go. I don't know. And we're just trying to go with the flow. Thankfully, we don't have any kids, so we don't have to like worry about that. We don't have a dog to worry about. And maybe it's like, okay, you got another, like I was like traveled out as of last year, like 10 months on the road. I'm like, all right, I want some stability. That's why we decided to get an apartment this year. Looks like universe has a funny sense of humor. And we're like, all right, okay, let's look at the positives. We'll be in Florida. It'll be nice and hot, and we'll be with some awesome friends. And they have dogs, which we've always wanted to have dogs, but we don't need to take care of the vet bills. You know, and they have kids, so we'll be reminded yet again if we want kids or not, which they've before. So they have a toddler. Well, they're both toddlers, I imagine. I don't know what the age for toddler is, but one is like 1 year old and the other one's like 3 or 4. Okay. So they're hooligans. We babysat them and they're awesome. And then they scream at 5 in the morning and at 6 in the morning. So we'll be reminded of that. Yeah. How long do you think it would stay if you went? So they gave us 90 days. 90 days. Okay. That's a pretty good chunk. Like, they're amazing friends. Originally, we were like, 2 months probably. So that's where we're kind of looking at, like, okay, we can't really forecast the entire year. Mm-hmm. We can really only, like, see up until, like, 90 days-ish. And that's really getting ahead of our expenses, increasing our cash flow, and creating a story out of this. Mm-hmm. Podcasting, doing content. Right now, everybody's in a state of like, what the fuck? and we you know, we've always been ones to
keep the hope and the faith going, even when like we all want to give up and shit. And it'll be a great YouTube story.
Well, if there's never a time we want to give up, then we're not doing it right.
Exactly. I could totally take the easy road, but there's probably no easy road right now. I mean, the easier path may be to just stay and like just increase our income, but at the same time, we're already behind on a whole bunch of things because we're trying to hold on to our cash. It's like we're intentionally trying to hold on to that because that's just what everybody's trying to say. Like, keep your cash going because you don't know what's going to happen. And so, man, being backed up with bills, I don't know. It just sounds like one is like slowly drowning, and then the other one is like extremely inconvenient, but eventually will be fun. You know, once you get that move and once we're in that car on our way to Jacksonville, it'll be like, okay, we did it. So lots to think, but I guess if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it now and save some money and make a hoot out of it and see what really the world looks like out there. Usually, like, we've done a lot of walks and around the trails and breathed in the fresh air, and it's funny that people even wear their masks while they're running. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like fresh air, but yeah, everybody's got their own thing because I know it's a real thing. I know you can like catch it, but I'm like, I need to breathe this fresh air. But it's like really weird how like life is going to be after this. And I know Florida is actually lifting their ban on Thursday.
Okay.
Apparently. So our friend's like, okay, let's wait till they officially lift it. And of course, that can blow up in Florida's face, letting everybody just go back. So like that option, or that there's that scenario too, that we're like,
and then you're caught up in all of that too.
And then we just moved out, right? So there's too much for our little brains to handle right now. We're just trying to like keep our faith and connect with God, and our, you know, our higher purpose is really what we're trying to look for and connect with, is that higher purpose. What are we supposed to be doing right now? And like, let's look outside of ourselves, because this is just temporary. What's this calling us to do actually? What is needed out there? Who do we need to serve? And how can we serve the world with going through our own pain and our own struggles? You know, it's kind of where we're trying to live in that state of consciousness instead of this like, oh my God, what the fuck's happening? Trying to elevate ourselves. But it's hard. It's like a mind fuck. You know, being faithful, but then also fearing the unknown is an oxymoron. Yeah. But we're only human, right? We dip into those like lower vibrations and lower states of consciousness, and you know, so right now just doing the best we can, you know. So how's it going there, Kevin? You want to unmute yourself? Sorry, I like to talk a lot. Feel free to unmute yourself or put your video on and connect, share anything. I know you've been hearing about me just vent. But yeah, let us know if you want to, oh, what happened? Who wants to enter the meeting again? Kevin, you there?
There he is.
Yeah, what's up, Kevin?
Hello.
How you going, brother?
Good, you?
I've been rambling on everything. Have you heard everything I'm rambling on?
Most of it, yeah.
How are you doing, man? How's everything in your side of the neck of the woods? I know you're down the street.
Yeah, I mean, just hanging in there. I mean, really, that's pretty much about it. Still off work, so, you know.
Yeah. And what were you
like the shirt and like the hat.
I actually work at Mercedes. So it's just right up the street.
Gotcha. And they let people go, or whatever, the temporary laid off people is what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, technically we're supposed to be on like every other week now, but I mean, I had like 3 weeks off, and then this week I'm on the off uh part of it, so I had this week off too. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that did you guys all receive your stimulus check and stuff?
No,
yeah.
not yet.
Yeah.
I have not.
You haven't been?
No.
Fuck.
Have you?
Yeah. That's the thing. This is what's crazy. Like the government can't even fucking keep up with any of this.
Yeah. Well, that's. I mean, that once we get that, then things will be better because then at least we can pay some stuff towards bills and whatnot. But there's also a
Yeah.
few world ventures I want to pay for too.
Yeah. Yeah,
A
and
few-
you gotta put your business first too. I mean, I'm not putting my money in dumb shit right now. I'm putting it in my business and anything that's gonna help create cash flow.
Well, right now I kind of want to put some of it towards like dream trips and whatnot while we have the money to pay for it, and then just figure it out later.
Yeah. What's up, Corbin? Looks like you're working over there, brother. Yeah, so you're gonna book some dream trips, you said?
That's the hope. I mean, we want to get. We also want to save some. Kara wants to hit up the View in October. We
Yeah,
want to try to get a couple of dream trips in because we haven't technically been on a dream trip. We've done a dream break in the Dells, but that's about it. So we just
Yeah.
want to do a dream trip. Maybe take advantage of one of those 24-karat packages for next year, since we
Yeah.
can book them for so far in advance. And so
Yeah.
a few things we want to do, and if we have the money, why not do it now and then figure the rest of the stuff later.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's good that you're planning out like for the View and stuff. Have you guys thought of doing like the ambassador program or anything?
I mean, I talked to you guys about it a while ago. We haven't thought about it yet. I kind of want her to at least experience an event first
Mm-hmm.
before
For sure.
doing
Maybe like either like boot camp or something. But
yeah, she probably won't be able to make it for boot camp, but probably for especially if she's starting a new job.
Gotcha. You said Kara is?
Yeah, she just was offered a new job yesterday, but then obviously she won't be starting until this is all done.
Right. Yeah. What kind of job she get?
Hairstylist.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. That's good. That's great.
Why I always can have good hairstyle.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. You gotta keep that up.
Oh yeah.
Looks like Corbin's working hard over there. Guys, good on you, brother. Looks like you still got a job. It's awesome. What's up, Andy? What's happening, brother? Unmute yourself. Say hi. Love to hear your English accent. But yeah, what else? How are you doing, Corbin? Oh,
I'm doing really, really good. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm working right now, so.
Yeah, man. Get that money, honey.
Trying to.
Hells
Gotta
yeah.
establish some sort of income right now.
Hey, you're doing it right, man. Good on you. You're
I
detailing,
appreciate
yeah? Looks like.
Absolutely. Yeah, we actually we have an attorney filing our LLC right
That's
now, and
fucking
we're really
awesome.
establishing in a big way here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's your price? They'll if anything we can promote you guys, you know.
Well, we
Sure.
operate
I know
at about 45% less than any of the big guys, the dealerships and the the big automotive detailers. We operate at like $70 an interior without shampoo, $70 an exterior without scratch removal. On this one, we're actually doing our premium package, goes for around $200. We did everything. We've been working on this car for like 13 hours. So.
Wow.
Oh shit, man.
Corbin,
Well,
where are
we
you based
might need their services. Our fucking car is rank. It probably has the coronavirus. That's how bad it is. It's
Absolutely.
awful.
Corbin, are you in Madison?
Yeah, where are you, Corbin?
I'm unfortunately not. I'm in Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin. So
Okay,
so
at least you're in
just down
Wisconsin.
south, a couple hours. Yeah, well, I live in Iowa, which makes that a real it's
Yeah.
a tough one. But yeah, I just had to hop on the call. You know, I've been excited, been inspired since the event. So
Yeah, tell us what I know, I mean, like, I know Ben and I and Andy have all been at an actual event. So for us, that was hella weird. But for you, you don't know any different because you've never
right,
been to
yeah.
an actual like big event. So I'd love to get your take on it. And I know it definitely fired us up. But love to get your take on it because it was your first event. And of course, I can't, you know,
Right.
explain the difference that a live event would have impacted you even more, but hey, we at least got an event.
Exactly. Yeah. I heard a lot of things that I really, really liked, and it was really, really good for me. I heard some things that, I mean, I just kind of have a different philosophy with, like one of the big things that I believe right now, everybody is saying that the time is now, like right now. And it is. This is a very good time. I guess I wouldn't really know the difference, but from what I've heard, like this is a really, really good time. But I believe that the time is coming. You know, right now people are really scared. It's different from the '08 depression because a recession, because that didn't kill people. You know, like people weren't being like murdered by a virus. So
Yeah.
I think that the time is coming as soon as this virus, you know, we kind of start to get that under control. You know, our economy, we're still going to be in a recession. That is when we're going to hit. So like right now is the time to get ready, you know, kiss your wife, your girlfriend, your kids. And then like, because we're going to go hard. We're going to have the biggest run of our lives.
Yeah, man.
As soon as the virus is gone. So the time is now. I don't really know. I think that the real, like, you know, big push is coming. And that's what I'm getting really excited for. I've been kind of vacant here for the last couple of weeks, just trying to, you know, establish, you know, one stream of income with my job being gone. So,
yeah, man.
you know, it's a hard balance, but I'm getting really excited for what's next.
Yeah, man.
I think that's an interesting point. And as I'm thinking about what you're saying, it's almost like there's two waves of thinking right now.
Yeah, sure. 100%.
And now is the time for those who may not be directly affected by the health scare, and though it's mostly money and they're trying to figure it out, and maybe they're more open to the money side. But I'm finding that more people that are like either in the medical field or they're more focused and scared of the health part, they're not open at all right now. And so it's focusing on those who aren't maybe directly impacted by the health part and just maybe some of the money part, or they still have a job, but they want more income because they see what it's doing to other people and they're more open. And then it's focusing on those more maybe in the medical field where they might be given a break when this is done a little bit, or that we're not worried about the health part as much when this is done. And that might be like the second wave. So it's kind of identifying who you're talking to, what to say to them, how to share the information. And because a lot of people are only looking like day to day right now, they're not always looking long term. And so it's looking for those, it's almost a specific niche of people that are in a place to look long term, to see where they're going, what they're looking for. And if they're only looking from day to day, it's going to be hard to share the vision because they're not looking at for that or looking at that way.
Yeah. I definitely get that. And like where I'm from, it's a real small area. You know, a lot of closed-minded. You know, people aren't thinking big pictures. They don't understand the possibility of like what I'm showing them, how that can change their lives. So right now, like I just know that here coming up, because you know this is gonna end. It's inevitable. It always does. And when it does, there's not an excuse at that point. You know, and that's just what I'm really excited for. I know in my area, like that's just what's gonna work best. I had a lot of luck as soon as I joined up. You know, I built really quick there.
Blazing.
Yeah. Then the Rona hit. Like I joined right before the Rona, and I just took off running just as fast as I could. And then the Rona hit, and I completely lost my momentum. You know, I got like 15 no's in a row. I got really discouraged, and I quit building. And now I'm just getting excited. You know, that's what it is. It's a mindset, and that's what I'm working on.
It is. Yeah, man.
But I don't know.
Brother, you got this. I mean, this is your story too, and the amazing thing is neither one of us, even on this, no one has your life. No one even has your perspective. I have a husband who I share damn near everything with, but we also don't have the same brain. I cannot tell you sometimes how opposite of thinking Nick and I can be. And then sometimes we're like in fucking sync and we're like, yeah. But other times we're like, how in the fuck? Why are you thinking like that? So that's just the beauty of it, is everyone will have their own perspective, and it's what are you gonna do? Like when I see the time is now, this is my perspective, I'll just share mine. The time is now for me is to connect, to be vulnerable, to be your authentic self, to show people that you're there for them regardless, to again plant those seeds of hope, be that light, be that inspiration for them, because a lot of people are in this like, oh my God, what the fuck, the world is ending state of mind. And people will follow the leaders. You can spot leaders out of a fucking crowd. It's not hard at all. And you know, like just being that leader in your market, Corbin, like I could see it from a mile away. You and Caleb have astronomically different mindsets than the entire of Prairie du Chien. And that's very cool. That's a very cool thing, you know, and you guys are you know, be wise beyond your fucking years. Like I would think you were like in your 40s in terms of like your level of wanting to step up and take leadership on. And you know, like this is an awesome time for you to, you know, you're looking at your mindset and where things are at, and that's what this is all about. Is this is just a personal development journey. And what does that mean? You developing yourself personally, and everybody else is going to choose how to do that for themselves. And you know, so that's what I see when the time is now. Even when it comes to World Ventures, I believe I do see everything almost pretty much opposite, even as like World Ventures as a whole, just because I come from a little bit more of like a spiritual vibration. I look at things as like everybody's connected, and even a conversation that I can have with someone that says no to me, I like look at what is the meaning of this like interaction. How can I help this person, or how can they help me, or how can we help each other, or where can this go? That's what I view. Everybody's just connected in some way. And people come into your life for a reason and for a season. We just had like the weirdest thing happen to us. Someone that has been on our team for over a year and a half, literally ride or die, ghosted us, quit our team, didn't even say bye, literally poured in hundreds of hours into this person, was like our friend at our wedding, ghosted us, don't know what the fuck happened. And that's just life. Like, we just have to know it has nothing to do with us. Everybody's going through their own freaking thing. Coronavirus is just to me, it's just showing the truth of people and their character and how they're going to take these situations when they come in their life. You know, that's just, it's exposure to me. Is coronavirus is the truth. How are people going to act when shit hits the fucking fan? I believe we were all caught with their fucking pants down. As funny as that sounds. But coronavirus is like walking in on us and shit, and we didn't have a fucking clue it was coming. And now we're like, damn it, what the hell do we do now? Mom, shut the door. You know, like, the fuck just happened? Yeah, absolutely. So we all have to navigate this for our own selves. We're all, you know, it's about being I don't really like the word selfish, but if you want to call it selfish, like, I believe you should be selfish, and I believe I can be selfish, and I can also love everybody else and want the best for everyone at the same fucking time. Yeah. So I can be selfish and take care of my shit, because I know when I put the oxygen mask on myself and I get my mind right, my heart right, my fucking soul right, shit's popping over here, I can help other people. If I'm fucking all loopy-doopy, don't know what the hell I'm doing, have no direction in my life, no clarity, don't have confidence, I'm freaking out, I can't help a fucking person. So that's why it's super important to always just pour into yourself. And what's up, Bill? Welcome to the call. Oh, he's going to be coming in a second. But yeah, it's awesome to hear everybody's perspective. Like, there's no right or wrong. There's just your truth, and there's just your life and your way of thinking and what you want to do with it. So
Absolutely. Yeah. And no way was I trying to, like, you know, instill doubt about this time at all or anything like that. I was just, this is how I'm taking it is.
Yeah,
is
it's your
like
perspective.
this.
You're entitled to it. There's nothing wrong with that, man.
Absolutely. And actually, like what I've been doing a lot with my time right now is I did this just because Caleb told me, hey, you should do this. Like, I didn't even see the presentation, anything like that. I just did it. You know, I was like, oh, well, he's doing it. That's my brother. That's cool. And I went into business for myself without even knowing what the fuck that meant. You know, like I've been doing a lot of like, you know, learning. It is a huge learning period right now because all we have is time. And actually, you know, I just started my own business and we're filing for all of these government papers and liability protections. And it's like, it's so crazy. Like you don't need to know anything to do this, but it's so nice to it. And that's what I've been doing a lot is a lot of personal development right now. Yeah, that's how I've been filling my time.
That's awesome that you're doing this with your brother too. You know, that's a beautiful thing, man. I wish I could say the same thing about my brother. Fuck, I don't even know really who my brother is. Fuck.
I know. I felt the same
each other and fucking anything, which is sad. So what you have is awesome.
Yeah.
I tried to show my brother once, and he looked at the name. He's like, "Nope, not even looking at it."
Oh my god, that's crazy. I mean, both of my brothers were in it. You know, Chance. As soon as he comes back home, he's ready. He's just kind of my oldest brother, Chance. He was actually the one that put both me and Caleb on it. Then he moved down to Florida, and he didn't have a support system down there. He couldn't quite get off his feet with it, but he's ready to come home and build with us. So that's going to be really exciting to get all three of us on that. Oh my gosh, I just cannot wait. I'm so blessed that you know we all have that same big picture thinking. You know, I just got blessed with all that.
That's awesome, man. You guys should look at the I'm trying to think of. I know the Labuglios are one of the families that I remember that like have done everything collectively in World Ventures. They're awesome. It's like I think 3 or 4 brothers that do this shit, and it's pretty awesome. And of course, everyone's kind of going through their own thing, so one might be a little bit more in it than the others. But I know life ebbs and flows. Like, that's just life, you know, and that's awesome that you can have your support system. And
absolutely,
that's awesome, man.
Hey, on a completely different note, where are you guys going when all this gets over? Well, like, what's the plan? Where's the first spot?
Yeah, well, I was actually talking to Ben. We haven't officially pulled the trigger, but come like maybe even next week, within 2 weeks, I think we might actually be heading down to Jacksonville, Florida, and staying there for at least 90 days. We have some friends that are helping us out, so we might be moving out of our awesome apartment. Corbin, I don't think you got to actually I know Caleb came to check it out, but that's something I think that we're probably going to pull the trigger on. Obviously, like May 1st is like in 2 days. So we got to like decide that like today.
Right. That's awesome.
So yeah, a lot of hard decisions right now. Like adulting is stupid. I hate it. But Akil's about to jump on. That's cool. Hold up. Akil Hunley Cooper is about to join.
There we go.
What's up,
Kiki?
Deal the Akil. The deal.
Let's
go.
I was actually able to make this call.
What's up, Billy?
I'm chilling. Drinking coffee this morning, chilling.
Chilling, and you said drinking coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We all need some coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta wake up.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I got to get back to work, but it was really good to meet some of you. Monica, give Nick my best. And
man.
I'll try to see you guys.
Bro. Proud of you.
All right.
You got this. Say hi to Caleb for us.
Yeah, Corbin.
All right.
Awesome. What else, guys? We got like 10 more minutos. Trying to think what else. So yeah, what else is oh, looks like he left. What else is in your happening with you, Bill?
Well, I've been doing some networking here in the last couple of days, through that app that I told you about, and it's actually going pretty well.
Okay.
I'm actually able to convert some people off of there. So
Right on.
it's
And for anything like specific, or just trying to build connections, or?
build connections more or less, and it's like this. I think this app's gonna be like the new Instagram type thing. It's like Instagram on steroids.
Okay.
Because
Gotcha.
you can hashtag market in it. You can do live video chats. People donate money to you and stuff like that if they find value in what you're doing. So I've been thinking of some clever ways where I can actually earn some money from it.
Yeah.
As far as doing some development stuff on there on live video.
Yeah.
There you go.
Stuff.
That would net me some money to get back into businesses, like WB and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. There's like so many, I don't know if you guys use like any apps called like Trello. Has anyone ever heard of Trello before?
I think I have.
Trello boards. May have used that with you, Bill. I can't remember.
Yeah,
anyway,
I have Trello still.
Oh yeah, cause yeah. That's why I'm like, I feel like I did some with you with Trello. So I use Trello. And actually, I'll show you guys really quick. This might be something worth just sharing in the last 10 minutes. This is how I stay like productive. Everybody has their own way of outlining your week, and if it's Monday, you start setting up your week and figuring out what the fuck you're gonna do and how to be productive. I've done the fancy schmancy calendars and stuff, but sometimes those don't work for me. Everybody's different, but I use Trello because right now I've got like so many things going on, but it's like if I write shit down, I like fucking lose the paper or don't know what fucking book I wrote it in. And then I'm like, damn it, I had all these like $1 million ideas and I don't know what the hell they went. So anyways, I have like weekly posts. I have like a group and stuff. And so what I like to do, and this is like a completed, join, I don't know. Anyways, so I like to have I was supposed to actually do this, or maybe I have it in another one, but I'll do like a writing ideas freaking board, and then I can say, like, if you were to say like whatever that what's the app called again? Be Live?
Go Live.
Who?
Go Live, BIG.
Go Live? Is that what it is? Okay. So
That actually stands for before I get old.
That's funny. So what I'll do is I'll have I can start checklists and stuff and write down whatever the fuck I need to do. This might help you too, Bill, is just writing all the things that you want to actually do with that app, and then eventually check them off and write a description, whatever it is that you want to bring this to life, this idea, because all these ideas are money-making ideas that you can have, and you can start to even attach attachments or due dates and stuff like that. But this is what I do every day. These are all the completed things that I've done. Actually, I should probably wipe all of this out because this was last week. This is all the things that I got done. But I don't know how you guys are staying productive in this time, but I found that making sections, and especially an ideas folder, because one day you're gonna pull that idea out and it fucking might make you millions. I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
I always use Google Keep or
Google Keep is good
take
too.
notes of it.
Mhm.
Whenever I have a sudden epiphany, I'm like, cool, I'm gonna write this down, and I put it in my Google Keep or my ideas, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, man. Oh, looks like my husband's on. Oh, that's funny. Hello, Nicholas. Hello, guys. Unless you guys have anything else, I'm about to meditate and set my
Yo,
intention.
yo, yo! What's up, what's up, what's up, my
What's up, Nick?
Look who decided to show up.
Hey, I got my gloves on, I
Cart.
got my mask on, and I'm delivering food. We gotta do what we gotta do sometimes. How you doing, guys?
You're delivering food, Nick? Is that what you sent me, huh?
Yeah,
I'm
man.
doing that
That's
Instacart
cool.
thing. The Instacart's bringing in some instant liquid cash, baby.
Insta cash.
Instacart,
What's up?
That
Instagram,
actually might be something you might look into.
I'm gonna check that out this morning.
Yeah, Ben, I sent you the link.
You know?
Ben,
Yeah.
I sent you the link, bro. If anyone else wants the link, I can send you the link. It's just a way to bring in some easy cash without using the brain, and then we can. That's sort of what I'm doing till around 2 p.m., 3 p.m. in the afternoon, bring in at least $100 a day, and then I can focus on World Ventures and our other businesses and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, we have a lot of people
That's
that do
all I would
Instacart
need.
at Costco.
what did you say?
We have a lot of people that come in for Instacart at Costco since I work there.
Oh yeah, there you go, Benny. You know it. So yeah, I just hopped in the car. I finished my first order. I made $50 off this order. So
Cha-ching, baby, cha-ching.
cha-chang, cha-chang, baby. We just
Cha-ching, baby, cha-ching.
gotta do what we gotta do. So
Yeah.
that is it. So you guys rock. I'm gonna hop off. I just want to say hello. Thanks, baby, for running the virtual coffee. Kev, Bill, Ben, Andy. Hope you guys are killing it. Hope you guys are cool, keeping productive. I know you're just going over some Trello stuff. So yeah, let's keep showing the deal. Let's keep going all in and doing the best we can. Support each other.
Definitely.
Right.
All right, guys. Nice to see you all. I'll see you guys Thursday for the virtual entrepreneur coffee meetup as
I'll
well.
make it a point to wake up earlier, so I don't miss,
wake up
miss
earlier, Bill.
half of it.
Set that alarm.
We were all sleeping on this one too. We forgot. We were like, oh shit. Fucking forgot
Got me for a while.
Oh, good. Well, let's just
Usually
let's
wake
just.
up time is like 9 o'clock. So
Oh, look at Andy's trying to join the last 2 minutes. Hey.
Yeah, well, I just got back home from work. I was like on my phone, and I just back to the computer now. So it's all
Oh,
good.
good, man. How are ya?
I'm fantastic. I'm getting better. Kicking ass.
Kicking
400
ass.
people contacted last week. Let's go for it. Let's do it.
nice.
Jason, good on you,
Good
man.
stuff. Reconnecting, stuff like that. Using that rapid funnel app like a madman possessed.
Hell
That's awesome.
yeah, man. Get it.
Marketing director's my target. Gotta hit it.
They're tracking them, baby. Tracking them.
Yep.
They don't even know they're being tracked.
Gotta be done.
I love it. Ninja up in there. That's good. That's good stuff. Cool. Well, if you want to leave us with anything, Andy, we got 2 minutos.
All right, I'd say, guys, if you want to, whatever level you're going for, go for the one above it, because if you hit that, even better. But if you hit the one you're going for, even better still. So, if you're going for director, go for marketing director. If you're going for RMD, go for it. Go for it, but go for IMD. Because at the end of the day, you want to be hitting higher targets and higher numbers than what you need. And until you get your ratio, you've got to be consistent and persistent. And if you're not, and you don't keep kicking it, all right, and every time someone says no, don't take it personal. They're saying no to the process. Okay, you got to rely on the process that we use, and just rely on that process and just keep using it. Have faith in yourself and in the product. That's number one as well. And if you're not, I know we're not using it right now, but if you have used it, tell people what they're going to get out of it, because obviously you've got that stuff. Social proof is proof. 3 things I do. I do 5 contacts every day, new ones on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and a mishmash of other social media things out there, TikTok, stuff like that. Get into these things, because that's what all the kids are into now. Get into that stuff, and looking for top business people, the titanium level. Go hit LinkedIn. LinkedIn's where you're going to find them. You're not going to find them on Funbook. Yeah, that's what I call it now. I don't call it it's called Funbook, because that's where you have your fun on Facebook. LinkedIn is business, so go for business in there. But basically give value when you can give value on LinkedIn. That gets someone coming, looking at you more often. They'll go and seek you out and stuff like that, and make sure all your social media is sorted out so that it isn't got like funny pictures and embarrassing photographs on it and stuff like that. So it shows you as you. Yeah, so it's got to sell you. Okay, that's what I'll give you. There you go. That's my 2 minutes.
Heck yeah, man. I
So,
agree.
another thing I was thinking of real quick is
Yeah.
another thing I was thinking of real quick with WV is the telemedicine. That's a really good selling point right now.
Absolutely, man. Dude, that's a lifesaver right now.
Oh yeah.
Literally, for real. Yeah. Well, guys, let's make the frickin' let's
World
raise
go
our
round.
vibrations. Let's make some shit happen. Let's be the leaders that the world needs. Dust our own shit off, you know, take a shower, take a bath, whatever, and let's go for it. Let's get it going, and we'll see you guys on Thursday and whatever else in between, what we can do to help each other. Let's do it.
All right.
We're all in this shit literally together.
Yeah.
You know, we're all just feeling it different ways, but I don't think anybody's got a pretty, like, wrapped in bows and sunshine and rainbows picture. They might tell you, like, that's what it is, but it really ain't. Like, you know, just be your authentic self, and people will actually be way more attracted to that than the fluffy, I got a Ferrari and let's get you a Ferrari thing.
Yep.
But yeah, let's do it. All right, guys. See ya on the next one.
Woohoo.
You guys rock.
Cheers.
See ya.
Bye.
Thanks, Monica.
Yeah.